So it's the end of another successful day where praise and recognition of my intelligence and wit did not go unnoticed. A day of good jobs and high fives, approving and appreciative stares of admiration and envy. A day of speeches and awards where the icing on the cake is a healthy seven-figure income and luxury company vehicle to bring me home to my mansion on the hill of power and wealth in my gated community, where only the elite qualified to reside, and security gates kept those deemed unworthy of such surroundings out. As I peel off my cream-colored Chanel suit and kick off my Louis Vuittons with the slight shimmer of diamond-like sparkle, it's in here where I enter that door, and the door is to my secret place. No one can know of this dark, quiet room, and I own the only key, and it will only ever admit one. I no longer fear its cold darkness. I actually look forward to its quiet retreat. You see, in here, every wrongdoing sits and waits on me to remind me of every failure ever bequeathed on me. Oh, but it's decorated perfectly. One wall has painted pictures of a child verbally abused, where good grades weren't good enough, striving for excellence always fell short, and hard work, never qualified for praise. And this wall over here, this wall captured pictures of a physical body full of shortcomings. Ears too large, nose too wide, lips too big, and eyes too bright. A body too lumpy or bumpy, and at times too wiry. Imperfections only magnified on a quest for perfection. Hours and hours cycling on a bike that did not move to push mounds and mounds of food into an appetite that did not satisfy. The final wall held pictures of a complex mind bludgeoned by a complex world where dreams were only dreams and desires were never quenched. This secret place was the truth of my world, and no one would, or even could, take it from me. In here, my misery had its rightful place on a pedestal, and I sat at its feet. Today, I entered my secret place to spend the rest of the hours of this miserable day surrounded by darkness, awaiting the call of morning light, where I'd be granted 12 hours of release from this prison. But today, my secret place has been invaded because there's a light. It's not very bright, but it's there. Who's there? I ask. It is me, I hear. And who are you? I ask. I am he. He? Well, what are you doing here in my secret place? I came to take you away from here. Oh no, I don't want to leave. This is where I belong. Who told you that? Who told me? Who told me? The world told me. My parents told me. My teachers told me. But did I tell you? He asked. I stop and I think for a second. No, you didn't, but, well, then why would you listen to them and not ask me? Because they were there and you weren't. No, my child, I'm always there. You just didn't look for me. He then beckons me to follow him to a now invaded corner of my secret place, which has been tampered with. Dig, he says. And I know what I'm about to do. I'm about to dig my grave. I don't hesitate or fight because there's no fight left in me. I dig and I dig and I dig, waiting for him to come and push me from behind when he feels the grave is deep enough to cover all my shame. What do you see? He asks. Dirt, I say. No, my child, look closer. He then reaches out and touches my eyes. His touch is soft and light, but powerful. I now see jackets lying at the bottom of the grave. These jackets represent all the dreams and desires that I gave you and you threw away. But what? When? How? And then I remember. I remember that night so long ago when I hit rock bottom. I got up, I dug a hole, and I buried my dreams, my desires, my dignity, my hope, and my faith. But how could you know? I was alone when I buried them in the secret corner of my secret place. How could you know? I just know, he says. Oh no, these answers are not good enough. I need to know, and I want to know now. My child, he says, I already told you, I'm always with you. I sat with you. I cried beside you. I tried to comfort you, but you tried to comfort me? Why didn't you stop me, huh? Why didn't you help me? Because you wouldn't let me. You pretended like I wasn't there, but here I am, and if you'll trust me, I'll help you. Trust you. Now, how can I trust you when you don't know me and I don't know you? Oh, I know you. I needed you in your mother's womb with a plan and a purpose for your life, and I love you. You love me. See, now I know you don't know me, because if you knew me, you wouldn't possibly love me. Again, you're wrong. I love you so much that I die to take away all this pain. I delight in you, and I love you just for you. You love me for me? I do. And you're willing to take away all this pain? I will, if you give me one thing. Now, what could I possibly give you in exchange for all this sin? Your heart. My heart? That's it? That's all? But why my heart? My heart is empty. You couldn't possibly gain a thing from it. If you give me your heart, I'll fill it for you, and then I'll return it to you. But why? Why would you do all this for me? Because, my child, I waited a long time for you. Now, will you trust me? I take a moment and I look around at my secret place, and I see it in full view with new open eyes. It's dark, it's lonely, and it makes me sad. I have absolutely nothing to lose, so I decide to take the chance. Thank you, my child, he says. Now first, let's start by putting on each and every jacket that you threw away. And one by one, I put on each jacket, surprised by how well they fit. They were custom made for me, and I adore how they make me feel. So it's the end of another successful day where praise and recognition of my intelligence and wit did not go unnoticed. A day of good jobs and high fives, approving and appreciative stares of admiration and envy. A day of speeches and awards with the icing on the cake is a healthy 7.5-figure income and luxury company vehicle to bring me home. To my mansion on the hill of power and wealth in my gated community, where only the elite qualified to reside, and security gates kept those deemed unworthy of such surroundings out. As I peel off my cream-colored Chanel suit and kick off my Louis Vuittons with a slight shimmer of diamond-like sparkle, it's in here where I enter that door. And the door is to my secret place. Except it's no longer a secret. Here, in my newly renovated secret place, he meets me here to discuss my day and to celebrate life. It's decorated beautifully with a light so warm and so bright. The walls now hold moments in my life that fill me with joy. And as promised, He gave me back my heart and filled it so much that I have overflow. I can freely give love away because I'm forever receiving more. And best of all, I can share with you what He taught me, which is faithful love will forever endure.